I used to believe that Hulk Hogan, as they call him today, the immortal Hulk Hogan, was this larger-than-life figure, not just the way that he was on television, but as a person, as a human being. What I did not know then was that he was just a character, and by then I mean when I was first introduced to him back in 1984, when he became the champion of what was then the WWF. However, recently, I've come to see things in a whole different light. Allow me to explain. See, just like Superman, I idolized Hulk Hogan. And when he told me to eat my vitamins, say my prayers, and all those things, I believed it. I was a huge Hulkamaniac. I did not separate the character from the person. And so later on, when things came out about him as a person, the way he treated his fellow wrestlers, the way he treated his ex-wife, the way he treated people in general, the way he just looked out for number one. All of those things could not find resonance in my mind because, again, I had built him up as this larger-than-life figure. But on second thought, I had to realize that he was just a character written the way the writers so chose. Just like Superman, a character written the way that the writers choose. If they want him to be good today, he was good today. If they wanted him to be great today, he'd be great today. If they wanted him to be a bad guy today, he'd be a bad guy today. Same thing with Hulk Hogan. But like I said, formerly, I could not understand that. Now it's all crystal clear. To me, it took time to come to terms with the person behind the character. He's not just this larger-than-life mythical figure, but he's a flawed human being, such as you and I. And you know what, friends? As they call him the immortal Hulk Hogan, one day, this quote-unquote immortal one will have to face his mortality. And despite his moniker, one day he may have to depart from this life. The Bible says that there's only one who is good, and that is God. And you can find that in Matthew 19 and verse 17. And so on this edition of On Second Thought, the focus is perception versus reality. And I don't know about you, but I had a hard time reconciling the fact that Christopher Reeve was not actually Clark Kent, who was actually Superman. And so when I saw him in another movie, it was not Christopher Reeve playing a role, but Clark Kent playing a role. The way the child's mind is framed is something of wonder. And if certain things are not removed from it, they will be ingrained in it. That's why the wise man Solomon says, if you train up a child in the way that he's growing, he will not depart from that mold. And that's why we need parents and guardians who see certain things, see certain trends, and seek by God's grace to remold and refashion, or else our perception are going to ultimately one day become our reality, a place where we live in, and it's going to take superhuman effort such that we do not possess to get us broken out of that mentality. That, for me, was one of the most sobering second thought experiences of my life. And to this day, I'm still living with the ramifications. But you know what? The truth is, once you begin to see things as they are, you can never unsee it. And so now I have no misconceptions, not just about the person Terry Bolleo, but also other people who I placed on pedestals. And then in a moment of clarity, had to take a moment, had to take a second thought. Thank you for joining me today. See you next month.